Okay, so I am on a GLP. I decided to go on it because my mom was like, hey, you need to do something. All right, so, and it's not that I didn't want to do something, but like, I didn't see like how I was gaining the weight. That I just didn't understand. What I did realize that I was very stressed out at work. Majority of my weight came when I moved from a certain area of my job into a new area. That area became very stressful, and dealing with difficult employees and managing difficult employees is like you're one-on-one with them. Like, it was more like you having to work. Before I manage, I can set assignments, come back, check, see what's going on. I can be in my own little world. But in the new atmosphere, I had to, like, I'm working with these people, I'm hearing issues, I'm trying to fix it. Like, we're so in a smaller space. Before, I worked retail. Let's just get it. I work retail. So like, in retail, the store is big. I have to run the pharmacy, the store. I'm every area. I'm helping in the pharmacy, I'm helping in the store, I'm helping, I have to make sure assignments are written for everybody, the management that's coming in, the employee, the staff. I'm helping with warehouse. I'm trying to knock everything out with them. So I moved around a lot. So like, in and out, like, I could be on a diet or whatever and I work out. But when I moved to this new department, it was a totally different, limited. I moved into the pharmacy. They created a position and I was like, okay, I want that position because now I'm not salary anymore. So I would have holidays off. I'm not salary and my pay wouldn't cut. They gonna just transfer me with the pay that I have and I don't have to worry about it. So why not take it? I have more time with my family. And then it was, yeah, it came with all the benefits because it was very stressful. And that first maybe 6 months, I gained like 30-40 pounds. It was so stressful. And it was doing COVID time, so it was like really bad, like shots everywhere. It was just terrible. And then doing the other part of it, I started doing an overnight job at another place because I needed, the job was so stressful, I needed something else to assume my mind because I couldn't sleep at night. So I was doing overnight at a hospital, and it helped me kind of deal with the job because the hospital was such a peaceful atmosphere. It like kind of helped me relax but I wasn't getting any sleep. And I realized because I wasn't getting any sleep, sometimes I'll lose weight, sometimes I wouldn't. But then the job was still a little stressful. Then my manager left and everything was left on me again. So I'm like, oh crap. So what I was doing, I was stress eating. So, and I noticed it, and I knew I was very cranky after a while. I stress eat a lot, where it's like I'm not an eater at work because I'm so used to being at a job where you can work day, night, whatever, and I was always used to moving around, and I didn't like eating something that's gonna make me feel sluggish because things got to be done. So never a sit down job. So like, I moved around, I'm bending, squatting, all those stuff before. So like, I was getting my steps in. Now in this spot, it's just such a little spot. Sometimes you're in this spot for like a long time because you're trying to get things done, and I might be in a spot for like an hour or two. I might move like here, there, but like compared to the steps, I used to do like maybe 1,000 steps versus 12,000 steps before. And now, hey, anyway, to move on, there's no excuse for why I let myself go. I got all the way up to 327 pounds when I last went to the doctor. I did try GLP before, but I really wasn't feeling it. I tried the Ozempic, and the doctor were giving it to me in like these syringes, and it was so much money. It was like $240 a month or more than that, like per shot or something like that. And it was too much money. I couldn't afford that. And the results wasn't fast enough to do it. Long story short, My cousin went on it January. This is 2026. That's where we're in. And January or December, she went on the shot. And I noticed that when we was on vacation, she wasn't eating and the other person wasn't eating. They just come and they look at the food. Yeah, I'm taking, we're treating or whatever. But they weren't eating any of the food. They just let everybody else eat. But they weren't eating the food. They ordered something, but the food sit there. And I was like, okay, I think this person is on GLP. And then, like, me and my mom mom was like, no, she would have mentioned it. I was like, no, she is. So it had to be a conversation where she was like defending GLP and all this other stuff. And I was like, I didn't feel like it was enough research on it to do it. So I really wasn't comfortable. My best friend was on it, and I used to think like, okay, she don't eat, but she loves going out to eat. But what I realized is that, yeah, she was on GLP. So when we went out, she didn't eat the food. She just tasted. It was because she was on GLP. Now, going up to my time here on GLP, I've been on it since like the end of May, and we're now in the midst of July. I have lost 34 pounds. No longer have like pain in my knee as often, and I am actually working out. Like, I'm working out again, and I do love to work out, but I just couldn't do it. I was so stressed at work. There were days where I'd be like, okay, I need to go. I wanted to go to McDonald's, and I was the person that never liked McDonald's. McDonald's became like this thing. It was cheap. It was like a deal. Let me go get a burger. And I'm like, McDonald's have the worst burgers. But at that time, it was like, I just need a burger. We're right next to Burger King. I need a burger. Like, burger was like my thing. I wanted a burger because I needed that. I deserved it for the day that these people put me through. Long story short, I got a new manager after being without one for almost a year, being highly stressed out. And that took some praying, and God answered prayers, and he got me as a manager. And like, it made my job easier because I was doing 2 people job, and with the team that, like, that every time was like, okay, yes, this is the goals, this is what we need to do. And they were like, we don't have no help. Like, it's just all these people here. Like, they were stressed out, customers yelling. It was just so much. But when the manager came and I started the GLP, and I was, thank God, my insurance covered. It took a while. I just felt less stress, and with the less stress, I think helped with my body. There was some things me and God had to talk about, and we're dealing with, but I'll update y'all with that at another time. But I just wanted to say, going on the GLP was not bad. My mom is on it also. She lost 20 pounds. I'm at 34 pounds down. She lost 30 pounds. So I'm at 290 from 327. So hey, so if you want to try it, there is side effects, but the worst side effect I had was that I lost weight. Like, and the other side effect is like, you feel sick if you overeat. So eating is not that you can't eat, and it's not that you shouldn't eat everything. It's just that it's better if you don't. But what I do notice that my mom, I had to kind of let her see it to make sense, is that, yeah, you can have your rice, your chicken, your everything, your pasta, your all of this stuff. But I noticed with me, the portion size that I used to take, instead of going to a Jamaican restaurant and eating that whole plate of food, I only can eat a third of it. So what it does, it helps me with portion control. I noticed that even if I did say, let me go to Burger King, which was in the beginning, I don't do that anymore. I was only able to eat a half a burger. I didn't even eat the fries, like, and that was it. So like, what I noticed is that I did gain weight, not because I wasn't eating, which I felt like. It was because the portion size, my body was saying that it was too much food. So what I realized is the food that I maybe was eating at the portion size of a kid, as I get bigger, I started eating more. I would maybe eat a whole Big Mac. Now I can't even eat a quarter of a Big Mac. Like, I may have eaten all the fries and added chicken nuggets, and maybe get me like another like mini burger or something, but I don't do that anymore. I can't even finish the burger that I have, not even a quarter of it. And if I got the mini burger, I still had something left over, because if I knew if I ate it, I would feel sick. So I don't like feeling sick, and I don't like feeling like throwing up, because I hate that. So my mom used to say, oh, this thing is just making me sick. And I had to say to her, because you're overeating. You still have your big girl mind on, not small girl mind on. So now I'm wearing a different size uniform. I was wearing a 4X, now I'm wearing a 3X. I had those from before when I first went into the pharmacy, but I quickly grew out of it. So I ended up having, so they were still practically new. And I keep saying I'm going to lose weight, but now I can fit it. So I'm excited to see where this journey takes me. Bye.